Green is the prime color of the world, and that is where loveliness arises. With this greeting to all the judges and audience present here, it is an honor for us to present our Gruen project at this international platform. I'm representing Group 20 here. Now, I'll move to the presentation. First of all, we can't show the actual city simulation due to time constraints, so we made an image compilation video, which I will be showing right now. Wait a second. There.
Advit, your audio is a little bit squeezed on bandwidth. If your video disappears, that's just us shutting down your video. Just go ahead with your presentation.
So here's the image compilation video. This is the factory region right under the hill so that pollution does not reach the residential areas. This is the water cleaning system. This again shows the factories. This is the solar farm. This is the place where you will be storing electricity for the night. This is the high school and the elementary school. There will be many of these. This is a water pump. This shows the block centers. There will be 4 of these. They'll have most of the commercial buildings. Not offices, because it will mostly be work from home to prevent pollution from travel and save a lot of space. This is the wind farm. It shows a close-up of a medical clinic. These are the on-roof solar panels. This here shows a university. These are vertical farms. So I think we're done. Yeah, this is the hospital. We've also made a website, and we have a full recording of. We have a full nearly 2-hour recording of the presentation there, along with all of our research written down, which you can read through, and our criteria. So we'll be leaving the link later. For now, let me get to the presentation. Yeah. First of all, city government design. This is actually a very elaborate topic, and all the details are on the website. Mainly, we'll have a head council and a main council. The head council will consist of department heads and the mayor. The main council will consist of mostly everyone important within the city. So then it will be divided into departments the same way there are ministries in India, UK, and many other countries. There will be certain hierarchy within the departments. There will be department councils. For now, we listed out 7 departments, but you can add more. We've also written down procedure to add more departments. Every department will be linked to the sustainability department here to make the city more green. Finance. So one of the main purpose of the government will be to run the finance of the city. So they'll have to decide the annual budget. They'll have to see how much are they making. But most importantly of all, they revise pollution taxes every year. And this revision will be just to make sure that they're in check. These pollution taxes will be used to fund the government, and they'll also use the funding obtained from selling electricity to other cities as well. A separate HRD and R&D fund will be set up. An HRD fund will be for human resource development, that is improving the healthcare infrastructure and education, apart from the normal regular annual budget. And there will also be an R&D fund set up to promote new innovative technologies. As for land use management, the blue area, this is kind of like a very raw and basic layout of our city. It's not completely to scale. First of all, there will be series of check dams. We've just shown one big dam for now. These are the airports, which will be located to the outer areas of the city. Here we will also be leaving a 400-meter boundary outside in case of further expansion of the city. The yellow areas here are residential regions. This is a green strip 400-meter wide. The green areas here are places with vertical farms. The purple areas are block centers, and these are semi-green regions, so they'll have a main highway and a river. Apart from that, they will mostly be green. Residential regions will be green from the inside as well. There will be buildings on two sides of the 400-meter square. So approximately 200 meters, but the area given to hospitals, schools, fire department, etc. in each sector will vary. So depending upon that, almost 150 meter square to 180 meter square park in each residential area. So this shows the strategic location of the factory, so that it's away from the residential regions. It's also going to be under a hill, so that most of the pollution stays there. Resource efficiency. So resource efficiency means efficient and responsible use of resources to live better. So the major purpose of resource efficiency and circular economy is the efficient management of waste. For that, we will be using the 5 R's principle, so that all of this waste is used properly and can be used over and over again. These are the points to be focused upon: conducting waste assessment, improving purchasing to reduce waste, improving storage and inventory management, conserving energy, conserving water, preserving waterways, keeping waste out of drain, reducing waste outputs, reducing risk by improving waste management practices, improving recording and reporting within your business. Here is the image of one of the check dams, which will be used in place of larger dams to prevent a lot of afforestation. This will also be used to produce hydroelectricity. One of the main ways to obtain electricity in the city will be solar farms. They will be located on roof. On roof, you might also have gardens. We'll talk of that later. And you'll have storage area as well for night. Apart from solar electricity, we'll also be using wind electricity, which is also a clean source of electricity, apart from setting it up and noise pollution. For noise pollution, we've already shown you how there will be a layer, a 400-meter layer to prevent noise to reach residential areas. Green transportation. So first of all, we will offer free bus rides. Of course, the bus routes will be updated every now and then and can be monitored via AI. And there will be an underground train system. This will mainly be to transport materials and goods in and out of factories and commercial areas. There will be online taxi service as well as carpool service. So you want to carpool, you can directly go onto the app and carpool. And we've already told you how we will try to set up pollution taxes, making it financially sensible to own electric cars over more polluting versions. As for food, we will want people to go vegetarian, and there's a lot of environmental benefits to that. We can leave you some link later, which proves that going meatless is more environment friendly. As for dairy, we would want clean. We would want good hygiene to be maintained wherever dairy is obtained from. Also, as for fodder, we do not want to stress the farm, so grass from the residential area parks will be used. And we will try to keep it as organic as possible, so that the related health issues aren't unfaced. As for crops, we will try not to use chemical fertilizers and pesticides as much as possible, because there are many because it leads to environmental degradation and health issues. We will practice vertical farming because it is a much better alternative, as it can handle a growing food demand. It also allows around the year crops because it can sustain any kind of weather. It also uses significantly less water, and you can grow more organic crops as they are less exposed to chemicals and diseases. Industries. The main reason we want industries to be a part of our project is because we know that it is an inseparable part, and it is something which is polluting. And the reason we want it to be a part of our movement is to show how we will try to minimize the pollution it causes. So the way industries can advance to sustainable development goals is by developing more resources, innovative technology. We've already talked about the R&D fund. Implement improved process, increase energy efficiency, increase the proportion of material and components, build the resilience of suppliers, making industry as a whole as green as possible. These are the elementary units of industry. Basically, we would like to set up manufactories. One, wait a second, sorry. Yeah. Two, we would want 3D printing techniques to be used within the industry and many other innovative technologies. That is actually the new purpose of the R&D fund. Developing more resource efficient machinery and applying circular economy mindset. As for sewage treatment and water management in general, first of all, I'd like to say that to improve the water table, there are already large park areas and a lot of green areas to soak in water. Apart from that, there will also be rainwater harvesting. So that water will also flow through the sewage lines. First of all, the water collected from your houses will go through septic tanks first, wherein solid waste will be deposited, and that can regularly be collected. The leach drains will take semi-clean water to lagoons, from where it can be taken to sewage treatment plants for cleaning. After which it can be left in the river, after which clean water can be left in the river and can be taken out as and when required. Education. So we all know how important education is, and imbibing green values via education is something we aim to do. So first of all, one of the focuses of our education part will be ESD, that is education for sustainable development. So this is a broad and evolving term that can be broadly interpreted as holistic and transformational education that addresses learning, content and outcomes, and it involves integrating critical issues like climate change, biodiversity, etc. So this is something we would like to focus on while providing education to the students of the city. To improve the quality of education, first of all, we like liberal learning, wherein teachers are guides instead of instructors. Project-based and experience-based learning, the same way we're having proven right now. Regular curriculum updates. We've seen this, that in many places the curriculum isn't updated for long periods, making it semi-redundant. And also e-learning, we know how important it is. Okay, so free schooling and government-sponsored higher education. So free quality schooling so that everyone gets good education. And we want people to take up higher education. So that is why, because a more educated population would mean a population which can help us work towards a greener future. Eco School program. So Eco School strategy focuses on environmental action learning and embeds transformative thinking into everyday school life and communities. Child-friendly school initiative address education for sustainable development through rights of every child to quality education. Now moving on to health. It's for health. A healthier citizen will mean a more efficient citizen, which will mean a citizen which can contribute much more to building a greener future. So we will mainly be doing this in 6 methods. First of all, service delivery. We'll give 3 levels of healthcare: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Then health workforce. We would want more and more people to be a part of the health workforce, and we would, what should I say? We would inspire young people to take this up. And to keep them interested, I've already talked about the HRD fund. Information is just the skill management and latest technology available to people. Immunization, we all know how important immunization is. During the COVID-19 pandemic, financing, a strong budget will be given, and the HRD fund as well. Leadership and governance, I've already talked about it. So pollution-free environment, the whole focus of our project is pollution-free environment, but we've given it a separate slide as well. So there will be permits, pollution-based taxes, subsidies, regulations, and also afforestation. We want to really show you how green the city will be. Sustainable architecture. This is the last topic I will be covering. So the main 4 areas that we will be focusing on is natural lighting, so that we can minimize the use of electricity there, and at the same time it is much healthier. Solar energy, there will be on solar panels, vegetation in and around the house, and water harvesting. One thing I forgot to touch upon, we will have skyscrapers so as to pack the population densely in one area, whereas the rest of the remaining area can be used in a more sustainable manner. And I think these are the reference links. We'll be pasting them later. So we're done. We're open to any questions.